and welcome back. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I know I do remodels on my channel, but I'm going to redo the most basic of Sims Freeplay homes, which is the Unfurnished studio. And as you can see, it's pretty bare here. I'm going to start, I guess, by removing some of the furnishings. But what I try to do is I try not to change the original footprint of the home. Sometimes I'll put other rooms outside the home, but not actually on the home, if that makes sense. So I try to keep it the original footprint. And what I'll probably do is add an upstairs and maybe a little teeny room on the front to recreate the bi-level roofing that we're going to be getting in this next update, which I'm so excited about, the new Christmas 2018 update. So we're just going to be removing the doors and windows, which are kind of old looking, and you know, the old landscaping, we'll take that away. And now we are going to change the exterior of the home. I don't like this one. I think it's pretty outdated. So we're going to choose something that's a little bit more modern, but I'm not going to use, you know, like a brick, or I'm trying to think. We'll probably just go with like the ivory colored. It's not really white, smooth exterior. And as far as the roof goes, see, I don't want flat because I'm going to try to create a bi-level roof effect on the front like I did with my last video on the farmhouse that I made. Maybe the green, we'll see. So now I'm going to create that bi-level roofing look. And what I do is, if you saw in the farmhouse video, you just put, whether it's rooms or just a small structure on the front, so that when you come out, it looks like you have a bi-level roof there. Luckily, we won't have to do that for much longer because of the update, but for now, this is what I choose to do. And then I just put some dividers depending on the theme of the home. I'm going to go with something plain and wooden with this to block that off. And then you can put, you know, patio, flooring in between, and then it looks sort of like it's included in the interior of the home, which it's really not. So then when you zoom out, you have that look, and you can kind of cover it up with the dividers, and it looks pretty neat. Looks like it's just part of the regular roof there. So I think I'm going to change it to a brown roof now that we have the little brown dividers down there. I think that looks a little bit better if we can find a nice brown roof. I do wish we had better roofing. That would be one of my requests anyway. So this is going to be sort of like a let's build slash let's remodel. And it may be a little bit lengthy of a video, so grab a drink and get comfortable, but I'm going to put the little garage out here, and I think I'm going to leave it that size for now until I get more of the home finished, and then if I have to tweak it a little, that's fine. And I'm going to leave that outside, but I'm going to put a divider there so it kind of blends in with the divider that is the alleged front part of the home that we've created here. So that way it kind of all blends in together. And now I'm just making the upstairs. I have a stairwell there. And I think I'm going to do a living area up there, a bedroom, and a bathroom. It's just going to be a one-bedroom sort of townhouse, if that makes sense. So we have the stairwell in. That's the upstairs. And I'm just kind of looking around to see how I want to maybe place the doors later, see what I can fit where. And I'm thinking I may put the dining area in the front. And then maybe walk back to the kitchen, and then on the upper left-hand corner, I may make that like a laundry room and maybe a half bath, so that if they have guests, there's also a small bathroom downstairs. But you can see me putting the patio flooring in so that it kind of blends in with the home and makes that little fake entryway there look like it's part of the interior. And I'm just going to put a few little decorations there to make sure that it will work, you know, if it will actually look like it's inside when you're on ground level. I'll just put some tables there and some lighting or plants, or maybe put a plant there and a lamp over on the left. You guys have been asking me a lot in the comments to do Let's Build, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. Normally I just do the homes and I do the tours, and I know you guys enjoy that, but I do get comments, can you do a let's build? So I thought I would start out with a let's remodel instead of an original build, but I may do an original build in the future. So I think that blends really nicely together so far. We'll have to see what happens when we choose the windows and things like that. But let's put one on the front just to see what we can do to make it look like it all goes together. I love these spa windows. I think it was from the spa update. I think they look more like shutters than windows, so I find them very useful. The thing is, you have to go back to ground level to see which way they're pointed, because I like to point them to where you, oh, I don't like that window with that, where you can't see in from the outside, so it really looks like a shutter, if that makes sense. And then I like to put the regular windows, that won't look good either, on the, in the middle, so it looks like those are shutters. I think we're going to have to go with the Snow Chalet windows on this one. Yeah, that way we still have, see all the different tones of brown? They're all different tones, but you can kind of make them work together. We'll turn those shutters around there. And boom, there you go. Yeah, I'm liking all the browns together. It's not, monotone. It's different tones of brown. So that works for me. Now let's see what we've got here. We definitely need some doors. I'm looking for those white door, the white doors with the brown trim. So now we have a bedroom door and a bathroom door, and a doorway into the living room upstairs from the stairway. So I think that's going to work. I'm still really trying to figure out what I want to do with that room. I know it's going to be a bathroom, but I may just do a doorway. Actually, that's the room downstairs. Sometimes when I'm working, I don't know if you do this or not, I get confused what floor I'm on. But I may actually put a regular door there too if I turn that into a half bath downstairs. We'll see. So I'm just placing some windows here. And sometimes I just place them, and then when I start to furnish the home, I kind of move them around a little bit. I don't know, do you do that too? But you kind of just want to get an idea of where everything's going to go and how it's going to look on the exterior. I like my windows to match up when I can get them to, but sometimes, especially with multi-level homes, it's kind of impossible. But as long as most of them are lined up and it looks like an effort was made, I think it can really go well. See that? As long as there's some sort of an even pattern to it, I'm pretty happy with it. But I do honestly try every time I build to line the windows up. That's just me. I don't care what other people do. That's just how I like to do my builds. But I'll probably end up putting the bed there along that window. So that's going to round out the upstairs, I think, as far as windows go. And we probably need to put a service door on the garage as well as into the kitchen. I think we may have all the doors and windows in at this point. So now I'm just kind of looking at flooring. I really wish we had more stairs that match all of these beautiful wood floorings that we have. And the ones that do match are very old-fashioned. So I know we get one new staircase with the new Christmas update, but it's a darker wood, which is beautiful. But what about all of these light woods? We have no choice but to put these old rickety-looking staircases with the new flooring, and I really dislike that. I wish they would just, every time they come out with new floors, just make a stairway to match. It can't be hard to do. That's definitely one of my pet peeves with the game. I'm going to put the concrete flooring in the garage, and I'm liking this so far. Now keep in mind, we have not changed the footprint of this original home. It's right there. All we did was add that little front teeny entryway there. We have not changed anything. We have kept it just the way they made it, only we just put the upstairs stacked directly on the top. So here you can see I've started to decorate, and I did unlock with LP that little pack with the, I don't know if it's tropical furniture. Um, it's definitely not my usual style, but I've decided to use it and just to make this home themed in really bright, cheerful colors. A lot of times, if you've seen my other videos, I use more neutral colors throughout the home with the walls, flooring, and the furniture. That's just my style in real life, so I tend to just lean toward that. But I've decided to do really bright, cheerful colors in this home, particularly because it's a smaller home. And as you can see, I put a chair there with a place to talk on the phone in the stairwell. And I'm going to look for some lighting for that area. I don't think I like that because they have to walk through there and it kind of hangs down in the way. I always have so much trouble picking out lighting. I don't know why. It's just one of my things. Now lamps, that's easy. You know, normally when you're decorating a room, it's not too hard to pick out the lamps that match the furniture. But when you're doing overhead lighting, which thank goodness we have, because for the newer players, you don't realize this is pretty recent, really. I mean, I've been playing for 7 years, and overhead lighting is very recent. I think that's going to look pretty there. But yeah, you'll notice I did not pick any overhead lighting for the hallway or the bedroom because I just have so much trouble making up my mind what looks good. But I'm going to use this new bed and nightstands and dresser that, as I told you in my farmhouse video, I unlocked from the home store. There were 2 packs there. They totaled altogether about $15 US. To me, it was worth it because I just couldn't wait to get the furniture. I know we're going to get it with the update, but I wanted to go ahead and get it. I never spend money on the home store. Well, I shouldn't say never. I rarely spend money on the home store, but I wanted to do this because honestly, this update is the most exciting to me in 7 years. Everything in that house is new and it's beautiful and it's my style in real life. So that made me very happy when I saw the walkthrough on Joy's Creative Finger of the Santa's farmhouse, I think it's going to be called. So I'm just placing some decorations here, and I apologize if you can hear my dog snoring in the background. I know I've mentioned her several times on my video because you can hear her. And if you'll notice, the lamps are angled. I wonder if we can turn them. Yes, we can. We can angle them or put them in the center. Well, that is really neat. I had no idea. But my dog, she's a bull mastiff, and her name's Ruby, and she's a 1.5 years old. She weighs about 140 pounds, but every bit of it is just big baby. Maybe one day I'll post a picture of her on a video just so you can see her, but if you can hear her snoring, that just means she's happy. And I really like how that room came together with the plants that match on the wall and the light green, like pastel green wallpaper. I think that looks really good. And as you can see here, I've changed a few things. We've got the bathroom finished, which you'll see at the end of the video on the tour in detail. I've moved the chair from the hallway into the living room and put a table of flowers, and then I put one of the new bar stools in the hallway by the phone. So that looks much better to me. And as you can see, I've decorated the dining area. I've used that bright pinky red color with the matching orchid. I've put a white dresser over by the door with plants and one of those beautiful newer black lamps there. And now we're going to work on more of the kitchen. You can see what I've done here. I've done the black counters with the white cabinets. I got that stainless steel fridge out of an architect home. I've put a dishwasher which doesn't quite match the countertops, but that's okay. I'm trying to choose a bright color here for the kitchen walls. I unlocked this too. There's a ruby color and a teal color. I may go with this and I may change my mind. I don't know yet, but I do love that color of teal. And let's see here. Gonna work on putting some things around that makes it actually look like someone lives here. I'm so indecisive about decorations sometimes too. I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but I always love a flower on the kitchen counters. And I'm the same way in real life. I don't know, it just really makes the kitchen, you can take a dull, drab kitchen and put some flowers in it, and it just brings life to it and makes it so pretty. So I tend to do on the Sims Freeplay a lot of the things that I do in real life. So when you watch my videos, when you see the homes that I've built, the original designs, and even some of the remodels, you'll definitely see my real life style in the home. And ironically, we're building a home of our own right now, so it would be interesting for you guys to see when it's finished how close it is to some of my Sims Freeplay homes. But I'm going to use some of these onyx, which is really just black, track lights in the kitchen that I also got out of an architect home. I really wish they would just, if they make something for the game, just put it in the home store for everyone to get with their simoleons or their LP or SP. I don't understand why some things are just so limited to where everyone can't get them, because it's really not fair unless you have a hacked game, which some people just don't. You know, you can't really afford to get a lot of these things. And as you can see, I'm changing the kitchen colors again because I've decided to do blacks and blues. Again, stepping out of my comfort zone here. I wouldn't normally put those colors together, but I think I'm going to make it work by tying in one of these blue rugs. I think it looks good. So now, let's see here. We are probably going to go to the bathroom here next. Actually, it's the laundry room. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it as a half bath too. So that way, guests that come, you know, to eat or whatever, to visit, would have a place to use the bathroom without having to go all the way up the stairs into the back of the house through the master bedroom. And I'm going to change that door out. So obviously if you're in the kitchen, you don't want to see somebody going to the bathroom. There's that door. Okay. Now I have to decide what I'm going to put in the middle of the washer and dryer. I don't think I want to put one of these tall cabinets though. I think I'm going to have to go and find one of the shorter laundry cabinets. I think those are in the regular cabinet section. And now I just have to find a sink and a toilet that will look nice in here. Just go with the plain white toilet. I thought about putting a shower in there, but there's really no need for that. I'm just going to put a sink, just a simple sink, and then a mirror. I wish we could hang these mirrors over furniture. It's odd how some things you can hang over top of other things and some things you can't. I don't understand that either, but I just think that's another oddity of the game. Put a little rug there. And we need to choose a wall color. I want to go with, there's this buttercreamish brown color that we have. There it is. Perfect. Yeah, that looks nice. And then we have to put a light in here. We don't have much more to go, guys. I've cut some of it so that you're not too bored, but at the same time you get the idea of what I'm doing. That's kind of a tricky thing to do, especially when you're new like I am. I'm not used to making videos, so I've only been at this about 6 or 7 months. And as you can see, I've added some landscaping out front here, and I'm really indecisive about what base I want the flower beds to be. I keep changing them, and I can't make up my mind, but I don't think I'm going to stay with that patio color either, because I unlocked a new fountain yesterday using LP in the home store. Every day they're having new items. They switch them. And if you have enough LP, you can buy these rare items. So yesterday, a fountain popped up that I'd never seen before. And I thought, oh, I have to have that. I can't remember for the life of me how many LP it cost. I don't think it was very much. I'm adding some lighting outside here. But the fountain is gorgeous. I'll find that for you here in a second. But I don't know. I'm going to have to go to my unlocked items to find that. Because it's freshly unlocked. See how pretty that is? It's definitely not going to go with that tone of patio though, so I'm going to switch that probably to a darker wood. Yeah. And I'm liking how all the different tones of brown are going in this house so that it's not boring. Let's try that one. I think that looks better though. So now I'm just going to put in some things outside as far as furniture goes, places. I love to have outdoor, I call them outdoor living areas, because honestly when the weather's good, which is, most of the year except for winter and early spring and late fall, I like to spend a lot of time sitting outside. So, even in my real home that I live in, I like to have a nice outdoor living area. Let's put that near the fountain, and then we can put some chairs there so that they can sit by the fountain and eat. That would be nice in real life. There are those silver stools there. Okay. And we'll find some kind of light. I love to put lights outside so that when it's nighttime, the house really shows up. I want to put some sort of real lamp there though, because for some reason they just look so nice out there. We couldn't put the real lamps outside, like the interior lamps, but now we can. So you're seeing what it looks like so far here. Again, we have not changed the footprint of the original home. We have that front room, back room, side room, then we just stack the upstairs on top, and we just have that tiny little area there. And that's what the exterior of the home is looking like now that everything is there. You see I added a swing and some tables out back. There's the outdoor eating area and fountain we talked about. The sides looking really nice with the flower beds that wrap around. And let's turn on the weather machine so we can see what it looks like at nighttime. Beautiful. Who wouldn't like to sit out there and swing? And then we have a little eating area, and I put some lights outside the front there, along the driveway and garage and the entryway. I'm really liking how this turned out, guys, so I guess we'll just go on a little tour of the completed interior so you can see how it turned out. Again, you have that little small entryway there, and you just come through there, and you're in the original home. And you've seen the little table by the door, the beautiful wall color, the plants on the wall, the matching orchid that matches the wallpaper, a nice black chandelier, and eating area. Then you come through to the kitchen in the back of the home. We did the blues, blacks, and whites, which I think really did come out well. The wall oven, the black lighting, the food processor. I love that Keurig looking coffee maker. I think it's actually tea, but I like to think it's a Keurig. We have our dishwasher, and then over here we have our cute little laundry room and half bathroom. And then we have our garage where I've put a puppy mat and an exercise machine. So the person who lives here is going to have a puppy. And we have those garage doors. And then we have the area out here where you can swing. And the beautiful fountain. And a place to eat. And then we're going to come upstairs. And you have that little stairwell. I've put a painting there over top of the stairs. A phone. And a nice window as you come up the stairs. And then you come through here and we have that beautiful bright small living area with the matching plants and furniture, a little seat there, and I love that little pink and green flower in the corner. That kind of ties everything together too. And one of those TVs I got out of an architect home. I love those televisions and the matching stereos too. And then we have the beautiful little bedroom with the new furniture in it that we're going to get in the update. The carpet's new too, I believe. One thing I forgot to put in there was one of the new rugs, but that's okay. And then we have a beautiful, bright master bath. I've matched the flower there to the rug. We have a pretty tub. I love those vanities, a shower. And that is the exterior again. So yeah, if you run out of ideas, guys, all you have to do is buy one of the basic homes. It doesn't even need to be one of the expensive ones. And use what's in your inventory if you can. You don't have to purchase a whole lot, but you can just use a lot of what's in your inventory and use your imagination. And you can do these rebuilds too, and you can bring new life to one of those old, ugly homes that they created when they first made the game. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing the Let's Build or Let's Remodel with you. I'd appreciate if you check out my other videos. Thanks again, and you have a wonderful day.